So, hey, YouTube family, this is my video that I promised. It's a top 10 video, as you can probably see from some of the effects, of why I traded my Tesla for a Toyota truck, namely this 2023 Toyota Tundra Capstone from the good people at Fred Haas. Thanks, and shout out to Ryan there, my sales guy. He's awesome. So a lot of these are probably going to seem related to each other, and in fact they are. And it's not a decision you hear a lot of people making. Trade the truck for the or trade the Tesla for the big truck. I will go out on a limb and say it is a hybrid, so it's not a complete throw away the environment. But I got a lot of good reasons that I bought this particular truck. So. And I will say that I am a big fan of electric vehicles in general. I love regenerative braking. I love the idea of, take your foot off the throttle and it slows down for you. You don't need brakes. You really don't need a lot of maintenance in general. You do sort of exchange that for tires, but, so this is sort of a rough top 10. These are kind of in order, but maybe not so much. So as we do the walk arounds, you'll kind of get the idea. So as the top 10 list goes, we'll start from number 10. Number 10 is home life. So I live on 6 acres out here west of beautiful, very hot Austin, Texas, and until a couple of months ago, when I bought this Capstone, I didn't own a truck. This is kind of an obvious thing. It's not specific to anything that's better or worse about Tesla, aside from the fact that they don't currently make a truck that I can buy. Cybertrucks are starting to roll out. Release candidates are starting to roll out, but I can't buy one yet. So I just really needed a truck. I have a tractor I pull. I have, 5 acres of basically grass to cut. And, there's a lot of reasons for me to have a truck. Number 9 is cooled seats. I live in Texas. It's actually 108 outside today. I think this is an obvious little notion. My Model Y was not even available with cooled seats. Yeah, I know that Tesla definitely offers some of its cars with cooled seats. And in fact, there's a couple of rumors out that Project Highland, which is the Model 3 refresh that's about to come out end of this year, will be available with cooled seats, which is great. That'll be nice if they do that. And I think the Cybertruck will probably have cooled seats as well. Right now, I can't get them. I live in Texas. It's hot. I want cooled seats. I'm sorry. For $80,000. Or, for a $60,000 Model Y and an $80,000 pickup, it ought to have cooled seats. That's a nick on Tesla and on Mr. Musk as well, because, less is more in his opinion. Number 8, overall comfort. This is kind of an obvious one as well. I mean, I had a Model Y Performance is what I traded in. Not a comfortable car. The seats, in my opinion, are not comfortable on a long trip. The overall comfort of the car is just not there. The suspension's too hard. There's no option to adjust the dampers and make it a little softer. It basically rode like a log truck. And if you look at the inside of this Capstone, that's where Toyota has really outdone themselves. Yeah, there's some other things that aren't great about it, but comfort and overall quality of the materials and, fit and finish and how quiet it is. I'll also ding Tesla there. The inside of my Model Y was, even though it had the double pane front glass, is not even on the same level as this Toyota truck in terms of quiet. So, yeah, sorry, not going to give you any points there either, Tesla. Number 7, Toyota quality. All right, well, I guess this might be a matter of opinion, but if I'm going to buy something, especially a full-size truck that I know I'm going to beat the living crap out of, I want it to be from somebody who knows what they're doing. And you can go all the way around the world and find old Toyota Land Cruisers, old Toyota Tundras, old Toyota Tacomas running after 2, 3, 400,000 miles. And personally, since we're comparing this to a Tesla, I had very bad experience with reliability in my Tesla. I had to have door latches replaced. My air conditioner died almost immediately. This is a brand new Tesla. I had fit and finish issues. The charge port latch stuck open several times. I had to get service to roll out here. I do think that it's better than it was in 2021. You know, I had the second model year of the Model Y, and a lot of the little BS teething problems I have are probably resolved by now. But if you're gonna go for a big truck right now before everything else comes out, Toyota's where it's at, in my opinion. Number 6, electric trucks suck. Now, I know this will make a lot of people mad, and you can comment away and tell me how much of an idiot I am or whatever you want to do. But I actually had a Rivian R1T on reservation, and my daughter and I went and test drove it finally after 2 years of waiting. And not only did we hate it, it felt about twice as big as it actually was. But you know, for the weight of it, for the size of the battery, for the hassle you have to go through to charge on the road in a non-Tesla. Now I know that's going away with the NACS standard opening up to, you know, Tesla, Rivian, Mercedes, et cetera, et cetera. But you know, back when I would have bought it, they suck. They don't tow very well. They're basically a fashion statement at this point. Now, you know, next year when the Cybertruck comes out and the GMC and the Silverado EV and I know the Hummer's already out, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. But right now they suck, just in my not so humble opinion. Number 5, Apple CarPlay. I won't harp on this too much, but as you all probably know, no Apple CarPlay in a Tesla. Would be nice. I know the interface isn't there. I know that Tesla thinks they're superior in every way when it comes to this. I'm here to tell you, it's a pain. I'm not a fan of the infotainment system. I'm not a fan of the way it interfaces with your phone. You need Apple CarPlay, Tesla, so get off your butt. Lack of choice. Number 4 is lack of choice. Not enough colors, not enough options. I would love to see Tesla offer option packages with, say, again, back to number 9, cooled seats, adaptive air suspension, maybe some different interior colors, maybe give us the option of putting in a gauge cluster. You know, the stupid floating screen in the center. I never did quite get over that. I can buy a car for half as much and get more screen than I can actually see without looking to my right while I'm driving. So, give us some more choices, Tesla. And good on you, Toyota, for giving us so many. Number 3, interior quality. I sort of already hit on this, but I'll play you the same footage. This is so much nicer inside than a Tesla. I can't even begin to tell you. Even than a Model S or a Model X, nothing's falling off. The leather's all well finished. It's just a nice place to be. You can just tell that nothing's going to fall off of it. So before I get to number 2, I would like to see if you guys could click that like button, click the subscribe if you like the video, and hit that notification bell if you are so inclined to see more of my rants about various things that I own and technology that I acquire. We'll get her done for you. So number 2 is time. As I may have mentioned before, I travel on business. I generally take my own vehicle because I'm within the great state of Texas, or the country of Texas, I should say. Stopping to charge with my Model Y was a monumental waste of time. I remember I go to Dallas from the Austin area and San Antonio from the Austin area on a fairly regular basis, every other week. And I would stop at there's a Bucky's, word up to Bucky's in Temple, Texas, and I would stop there. They have a huge, amazing 48 stall supercharger. I would be there a half an hour to try to get back up from where I left it, probably 10 to 20%, back up to at least 80% charge to where I could get to Dallas and actually drive around Dallas and get back there. So monumental waste of my time. Yes, this burns fossil fuels. Yes, it's certainly not as efficient and, puts out some exhaust, but gosh, it's so much better of a use of my time to drive through and not have to stop and stand around and buy brisket sandwiches and look at Buc-ee's. And the number one reason I got rid of my Tesla for this Toyota truck is distance. Again, I travel on business, mostly in the state of Texas, and when I do so, my trips are generally between 100 and 200 miles each way. Some of the cities in Texas don't have great supercharging infrastructure. Dallas and Houston both are kind of lacking in public DC chargers that'll charge up a Tesla. And now I can just drive up there, not worry about it, stop anywhere I want, and fill up the monster and drive it home. Yes, I know this will change. I know that the future is probably going to hold, great public chargers everywhere. But right now, it's just a pain in my butt. So, you know what? My advice is if you own an electric car, don't try to drive it long distances. I know lots of people and lots of other YouTubers have done it, but don't do it. It's painful. So that's all I got today, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed some of this footage and some of these rants that I put together. I'll be back soon, probably next week, with something else that I can complain about. So we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.